me and my blue couch. This is the Dan you know. I'm your girl Danny, and I am bringing to y'all kind of a update as far as I have been living in Dallas now for about a year. And if you haven't seen, I did post a video about a year ago telling you how this transition kind of came about and how God told me to move to Dallas. And so just if you think you're gonna be moving, some things to consider if you've already moved, some things to consider as far as just like taking inventory and just to be well prepared, like pros and cons, the good and the flip side. So if you feel the vibe, go ahead and subscribe. Let's get into it. And look my look up. Black girl magic. All right, let's go. One of the things that I have truly enjoyed about moving is I've gotten to reset my defaults, which are the things that were just habits. All of the things that are kind of handed down to you from either the schools that you were at, the clubs, community that was already established, whatever your parents had kind of gathered together, is kind of just the foundation, and you just kind of go with the flow. When you move, everything is new, from where you eat to where you shop, your community, the things that were like super important to you, all those shift. Now, because you're not in your hometown, you're in a new place and everything is new, you get to implement new habits, new structures, more things that are supporting who you are currently now and where you're going. That's also, and everything is really stemming from you. Every decision is stemming from who you are currently. It's not just based off of what you've been used to do, you're used to doing. So I do feel like it's easier to grow into kind of the person you need to be and want to be. Okay, so now for the flip side of resetting your defaults after moving. The con of that is also that you have to reset everything, and it's almost like you need to find a new anchor. You know, you have to find new anchors, probably with an S, because the things that used to kind of ground you, such as your friends and your community and whatever little things you enjoyed, are all wiped out. You have to reestablish them, and that can leave you feeling a little unsettled for quite a while. I found myself trying to be in a rush. I felt like I was in a rush to reestablish all of the things that I had. So not in a new way, but in copy paste. I'm like, if I could have copied and pasted people and things and places into Dallas, I would have. Like, it would have been a dream come true if I was just over here playing Sims with my life and just recreating everything from Arizona that I wanted here in Dallas. But that is not the case, okay? Do not be in a rush to do it, because you would do it wrong. You would do it wrong. We are not Sims characters. Do not do it. My advice for you guys who have already moved, like, just take the time and to kind of evaluate now. Like, what are the things that I need now, in little bits and pieces. And as you lay out your breadcrumbs, I just know that you are going to find the new things that anchor you and still breathe life into you. Okay, on to the next pro of moving alone. I would say creating a space that is tailored for you, who you are currently, is one of the pros of moving states and of moving in general. Because one of the things that has been great for me is knowing that I have options. I have all the options: where I'm gonna live, where I'm gonna eat, what I'm gonna do. You have all these options. I feel like when you sometimes are in your hometown, you just kind of go with the flow, you have your defaults as we've discussed. It almost sometimes feels like you're on autopilot. You have to really hunt to kind of break up the monotony of life, if you know what I mean. Being aware that you have options, it just has given me the comfort of knowing that I do have control over, you know, how my life kind of unfolds. Like, I have options, and that was something that I had desperately needed. And when you have more sense of like, yeah, you have some control in your life, I think you just put forth more effort. It has this question of, what would you create in your life if you knew that you could? On the flip side of having options and tailoring a space for, you know, who you are now, where you're going, all that thing, the flip side of that, the relationships that you held near and dear look different. They don't all fall apart. Some do. Some do, but they shift and they become more of phone calls and FaceTimes and wish I was there and sending gifts instead of being there in person sometimes. So that is a sucky part. The other flip side of creating this new space is you are going to have to be intentional about protecting it as well, which is something that initially I did not do great. I did not do great with. My peoples, when I moved, said they was gonna come visit. And at first I kind of thought they were just talking, because I think that's kind of what everyone says. But yeah, no, people came. People came, and I'm thankful that they came. But I was not protective of my space as far as the timing. Like, I went to the airport so many times, and I allowed a lot of people to stay at my place with me, and things like that, which once again, I appreciate y'all coming. But I think the timing of it, I didn't realize how big the move was. I didn't realize all the things I would need to be doing to kind of feel settled. Like, you're really just out here kind of walking on eggshells in a way of trying to get established in a routine. Letting so many people come visit me during those initial months, it was fun and I enjoyed the company. But it was also, I feel like it kind of took me longer to get settled and feel settled, because I was also playing tour guide in a city that I didn't really know yet. It was also keeping like my Arizona people really close to me. So it almost felt like I was like, I hadn't really left yet, because all my people, I was still seeing them like literally like every other weekend, at least twice a month kind of. So I think it kind of delayed me a little bit as far as feeling settled. Another thing with you creating a new space and living environment, do you really want everyone to have access to you, to come out in your space when you're getting things established? And you just have to be careful to also protect the new space and environment that you're creating. Don't just let everybody who want to have a trip and miss you a little bit come out, because you are creating a life that you are living in. They're visiting, but you are living here. So lastly, one of the pros or the flexes of moving is the confidence boost. Child, if you can, listen to me, I just like put my hand in the camera. If you can move by yourself to a new place, leave your hometown friends, leave your hometown people and things and places alone, and move and reestablish a new life for yourself, like, the confidence you gain is out of this world when you do it correctly. I am like, if God is for me, who could be against me? Who? Because I'm like, apartment, I found it, okay. A new friends established, okay. Boo, established. Like, me and my little dog child just out here living and enjoying. So you just have this confidence that I can uproot when God says I need to, and re-establish myself, and the roots will grow deep, and I will still flourish because of obedience. Like, I feel that strongly. So I just feel sturdier. Like, I hope that you guys enjoyed this little life talk type of video. Shout out to y'all who are thinking about moving, the ones who've already moved. Reestablishing an entire life takes a lot of courage, regardless. So shout out to y'all. If you have questions about my move or anything that I didn't mention, go ahead and leave them in the comments. I will definitely respond. If you've moved and you feel some of the sentiments, let me know that I am not the only one, because I would appreciate that. Okay, but I hope y'all enjoyed this video, and I will see y'all next video.